Today's 965th day to come here to Lessons on Learn. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I'll speak about how to stay motivated. How to stay motivated. Motivation is a big thing. There's a beautiful thing that when motivation wanes off, discipline needs to kick in. But at the same time, we're able to work to increase that motivation. That motivation doesn't end. So what are those things that really allows us to develop motivation that really you're able to move yourself forward? A lot of times we understand that motivation is very important and we're able to really build that motivation as strong as we can. So that means if you're less motivated, if you're less disciplined, maybe able to work to really increase your motivation. Now, of course, if you're massively disciplined, maybe you don't need as much motivation, and you're able to lean on discipline. So that means knowing how you, of course, you're able to develop discipline, and you're able to develop motivation, and you're able to work on both of them. So they all focus how to stay motivated, how to really focus to increase that motivation. So number one is set clear goals. Clarity is a massive boost for your motivation, because when you do not know where to go, you slow down. It's a beautiful saying that when you're driving a car and it's a beautiful weather, you're just driving max speed because you know it's safe. But when there's a massive fog, and you don't see where you're going, what you will do, you'll slow down, you will start driving very slowly because you're not able to see far away. So that's exactly what happens with clear goals. When you have clear goals, you have motivation to move yourself forward much faster because you are not foggy. Number two is break down tasks. People don't have motivation because they have that massive mountain to climb, and they just don't want to start climbing that mountain because it's just too daunting. It's too big of a challenge to pursue that. But when you're able to say, this is a massive goal, okay, let's break that. Let's break that massive goal into smaller goals. And now we say, okay, I'm able to do that. I'm able to achieve this goal. It's a small goal. And when you have that's hope and understanding, and that this is a small goal that you're able to achieve, you pursue that, get motivation, and you have enough motivation to pursue that. When you achieve that small goal, you get more motivation, more energy to pursue other small goals. And that's bit by bit, you're able to really achieve that. And there's a beautiful saying that, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How you finish the project? One piece at a time, one task at a time. And that's what you need. You need to break down tasks. Number three is create routines, processes. That means that there's a beautiful saying as well that you do not fall on your goals, you fall on the processes. So it means on the good days, you're able to follow your dreams. But on the bad days, you need to follow your process. Because you don't need to think about it. You just do what you do every single day. So when you have routine, when you have a process that you do every single day to achieve your goal, it's much easier to have even that small motivation to pursue that. Because during great days, you just need a little bit of motivation. But during terrible days, you need a massive motivation to move yourself forward. So if you have routines in place, if you have those processes in place, you're able to have those still little motivation and still do the things that are required to pursue success. Number four is stay organized. Stay organized. So it means that if your home is totally a mess, it's very hard to have motivation to pursue things. So what is your working space? What is your working space? So that means that maybe your working space is your table. So clean that. Make sure that you, when you show up in everything is clear and you're really happy to show up at the table. Because if your table is a mess, you come in and just find out what you finished, where you finished, it's very demotivating to really start doing something. So being able to really clear the table and have maybe even open the book to really read something, work on something, it's really, you need less motivation. Number five is track progress. This is beautiful. What is not measured, not improved. It doesn't get improved. What is not measured doesn't get improved. At the same time, when you have that progress, what happens? Every single time when you see progress, what happens? At least me, I get very motivated. Very motivated when I see the progress. So that means when you track progress, you're able to get motivation. Because you see the progress. When you don't see the progress, then we become demotivated. But that means if you want to track progress, you need to measure. Then you'll spend a little more time to measure, because sometimes you just want to do. But just doing without reflecting and measuring is not the best way, because we lose the chance to get all the motivation that we need. Number 6 is reward yourself. Reward yourself. That means it's great to really have that delayed gratification. It's great at. That's very, very good. But what is more valuable sometimes really have when you will achieve this small goal. This is what my reward will be. What you enjoy. What is your bliss, joy, fulfillment? Maybe you can say, even when I'll finish this task, I will allow myself to go to nature and really spend some time. Maybe, I don't know, like, of course, this is one thing that we need to recharge ourselves always to be motivated. But at the same time, what are your rewards? What are specific rewards that you're looking for? Maybe reading a book, maybe spending with your loved one, maybe buying something, going to a restaurant. I don't know. What is your things that really you're able to reward yourself? Because those rewards, it's really inspiring to really pursue something because you know that you will get reward. That means that you don't wait until the end reward, because that end reward could be after a couple of years. Now, so what are you able to do that have a monthly reward, maybe weekly reward, like weekly very small reward, 1 month is a little bit bigger reward. So that means that those rewards could be increased based on the achievements as well. Number 7 is stay positive. Stay positive. So that means be able to really work on our mindset to really become understanding, okay, we are able to really see every single moment that we're able to have that positivity and really able to change something negative and say that this happened not to me, it happened for me. Every single station could teach us, reflect on, be able to reflect, learn, because I always said it, and it's a very, very powerful lesson. So that means that success could teach you, but failure will teach you tenfold sometimes what success is able to teach you. So if failure is able to teach you tenfold, so there's so much value in that failure. And we have that mindset of positivity and see that failure is tenfold better sometimes than success. Of course, you start to seek failure because you want to learn 10 times more. At the same time, that leads to maintaining a positive attitude. Number 8 is seek support. Seek support. This is one of the essential things in life. I think that when I was growing and was still young in the 2020s, I used to be hesitant to ask for help, hesitant to really say that I do not know. I think that the older I get, the more I find that seeking support is one of the most important parts of life, because you allow other people to feel good about themselves, because adding value to people is very fulfilling, a joyful activity. So when you ask someone help, that person is able to feel great. That person feels that they are alive. But at the same time, you get answered. You get questions answered. And you move faster, because one of the biggest shortcuts in life is asking for support, asking for advice. So when you get to a mentor, you a coach or teacher, and ask questions, and you get that motivation, you get that advice, you get inspiration, aspiration to move forward. Because now you know different tweaks that you didn't know before. So that knowledge that you gathered from support is allowing you to become much more motivation, because, oh, I never thought of it that way. And that never thought that way, now you get motivation because you want to try new things. Really include those advice in our approach to really get new results. Very powerful. Number 9 is stay healthy. Maybe you're not motivated because your energy is at the bottom. You don't take care of yourself. So that means what you eat, what kind of exercise do you do, how do you sleep, everything, because though health is very important. Emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, and physical health, just to make sure that you have energy. Because if you do not have energy, nothing really matters. If you do not have energy, nothing really matters, because the most important resource in life is energy. With energy, you go able to build relationships, you're able to build yourself, you're able to build business, everything you're able to build with energy. Not the money, not the time. Energy is the most important part, and that's why we need to understand that staying healthy is number one thing when we think about really staying motivated. Number 10 is stay inspired. That means we need to look into things that really could inspire us. So it means books, seminars, coaches, mentors. So the way to really look into and get inspiration, motivation from other people and see what they do. What are they doing to really pursue their success? And when you get that motivation from other people, inspiration, you get so much motivation. Because I think that this always is great to take action, always execute, see the progress, execute. But we always need to include just a little bit to look into other people, what they're doing, to understand that, okay, what I'm able to adjust, what I'm able to see, what is the way that they're doing. Because we're able to learn not just from our mistakes, not just from our successes, but from other people as well. And we're able to include other people's lessons. Of course, you're able to move faster and be motivated because you know that if other person is able to do it, that means you are able to do that as well. Number 11 is limit distractions. Limit distractions. So that means you're able to look into where is my, of course, we have 24 hours. We have a bag of 24 hours. And at the bottom could be some leaks. So that means that we have a water bottle. But we need to always see that where are those leaks? And we need to fix those leaks because majority of people have massive leaks. Some people have smaller leaks. Every single person has some leaks. But one person is losing 15 minutes per day. Some other person is 1 hour a day. Other person loses 5 hours a day. And of course, that's that person who is able to really start to limit distractions from 5 hours to 1 hour. Those 4 hours every single day could transform everyone's life. And that's why we need to do like budget on our time to understand where our time goes right now. Because every single time when I do that, I always find that every 3 months, there's always adds up some new leaks. And I always need to really punch those leaks that I could not waste my time. It's very, very important to really keep motivated because when you start to see that your time flies away and you don't get results, you get demotivated. But when you really fix those leaks, when you are able to be more productive, when you're able to invest more time in the things that really matters, when you start to see the progress, you get more and more motivation. And the last one is number 12 is visualize success. Visualize success. Visualize being able to really be in that moment when you're achieving the goal that you have set for yourself. It's a very powerful thing because they're saying that like your mind is not able to really understand do you visualize or is actually happen? So when you visualize, you're actually building your comfort feeling, comfort mindset. Because a lot of times when we do something for the first time, we feel unfamiliar and it feels uncomfortable. But if you visualize that for so many times, it becomes familiar for your mind, familiar for yourself. And now when you experience that thing, now it feels some familiar, comfortable. And of course, you keep doing that, keep achieving those things. So visualize success is very, very important because, as I said, it's a long time so we don't achieve success because success is unfamiliar. But when you visualize that success, now success becomes familiar and you feel comfortable having it. That's why so many people self-sabotage themselves because success is unfamiliar. Such an interesting and weird thing that because success is unfamiliar, we self-sabotage to go back to our emotional home. And our emotional home is failure. Very interesting thing. But that's why I truly believe that visualize success is one of the things that really allows us motivate ourselves to really act and execute on our dreams. So I hope that you will really reflect how you keep yourself motivated. Because those 12 that I shared is not like overall list that fits to everyone, but it's foundational things, but we're able to include other things that really allows us to be motivated every single day. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.